Expectation is the root of all heartache. The current fan reactions to concept art for Avengers Doomsday has been mixed at best. Do you remember the hype for Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, those trailers? Those days are long gone. This concept art is not bad, but it evokes no feelings or anticipation. It reminds you that the last 7 years of the MCU has been a waste, and this is an ad hoc event, not the cultural event that used to be seared into our collective consciousness. People barely go to theaters now, but indie films like Obsession and Backrooms beat Supergirl at the box office. This is a whole new generation of young film goers who are not as impressed with comic book films, not like the fans of the 2010s. Yes, the world is waiting for RDJ's Doom, but this is no event. We are just waiting for it to happen. This concept art got mixed reactions on social media. Fans are calling Steve Rogers T-shirt man, mocking his lack of a costume. Fans are marveling at the ages of the cast members. Only Florence Pugh, Yelena Belova, is 30. It is not 2008 anymore. Disney must market this film differently for younger demographics. I'm an old head myself. I don't like ageism. That's not what this is about. But at some point, Michael Jordan put the ball down. Sir Ian McKellen is 87. Sir Patrick Stewart is 86. RDJ is 61. Look at the ages here. The MCU should have continued investing in their younger heroes with better scripts, but they hit the panic button, got the OG Avengers and X-Men back, and here we are. Want to know why this is happening? There is no narrative build-up to Avengers Doomsday, no solo films to lead up to this. There is no team cohesion, conflict, and character dynamics or a multi-film big bad lead up to Doomsday. We, all of us, collectively pretended that the Kang Dynasty setup and plans never happened so we can get to Doomsday. We gave ourselves collective amnesia, and that's wild. Out of the blue, RDJ's Doom, and here we are. This is no way to sub an Avengers film event almost 8 years in the making. The last Avengers film was Endgame in 2019. Let's talk about the muted reactions to this Avengers Doomsday concept art and why the mixed reactions is worrying. Hey, it's your boy Ace from pfadvice.com. Like, share, subscribe, get notified, hit the bell, leave a comment. We recently hit 500 subs. Thanks to all of you. Join the movement. Thank you for subscribing. There are rumors that because there are 60 plus characters in the film, the editors can't find a story in the editing bay. Filming it was one thing. Putting a story together in the editing bay is another. There are too many characters. Hugh Jackman, Tobey Maguire, and Ryan Reynolds are not on this poster, but we know they're in this film. Will Charlize Theron return as Clea? 60 plus characters might be in this film, and they all cannot get their moment. There are reports there was never a full script, and they wrote lines as they shot the film, which is probably why the editing bay is in chaos. And this is a big gamble for Disney. This film reportedly cost $400 million with another $300 million for marketing. That's $700 million. With inflation and the global economy, this film might need to make $1.5 billion with a B or $2 billion with a B to break even. Not profit, to break even. $400 million might be a conservative estimate. These studios never give the true budgets for these films. Now, before we examine the Doomsday concept art, look at these posters for Infinity War and Endgame. You remember these characters and plot lines. You remember how you felt when you first saw these posters in the trailers. There was an 11-year buildup to these two films. Darth Vader was the byword for evil in the 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s. Thanos has become a byword for evil since the 2010s. There was no build-up to Doom. He just appeared in the Fantastic Four post-credit scenes. These characters have no pre-existing connections or relationships, and this film reminds us that the last 7 years of Phase 4 and Phase 5 films, Thunderbolts, Quantumania, Captain America, Brave New World, The Marvels, Secret Invasion, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, it's all like these films never happened or they don't matter. The last 7 years of the MCU has been a waste of our collective time. That's not cool. There has been no build-up to this, and we have no emotional investment in these characters. Doom and Reed Richards take the center. And notice, Sam Wilson, Captain America, is shafted to the upper right. Captain America, not Steve Rogers. Sam Wilson, Captain America, will not have a major role or agency in this event. I mentioned this before in a video. They spent years making Sam Wilson Captain America just to sideline him for Steve Rogers in a t-shirt. Steve Rogers wields a shattered Mjolnir as a weapon, but he has no uniform, which is weird. They turned Thor into Krusty the Clown and a depressed fat guy in Ragnarok and Love and Thunder and Endgame, and now he has his old warrior look, but his clown personality is baked in. Why didn't they just make him King Thor and give us a Lord of the Rings type Thor epic? I'll never know. The Fantastic Four film did not meet expectations. We have not seen Shang-Chi in 5 years. And I like M'Baku, but people have not taken Shuri as the new Black Panther. I'm fine with her, but the fans have spoken. Look how small they made Sentry. I did not like the Thunderbolts, and notice no one is calling them the new Avengers anymore. And I think people are done with Ant-Man, as cool as Paul Rudd is. The rumor is that the Fox X-Men will die. Perhaps a lot of these characters will die. Sebastian Stan is now filming the Batman 2 with Matt Reeves. He will either play Harvey Dent, but recent rumors say he will be the serial killer Victor Zsasz. No one knows for sure, but Winter Soldier is probably a goner in Doomsday. My point is, there is no Infinity Saga bringing these characters together. They just hand-waved away 7 years and cast RDJ as Doom. Why any of these characters would trust a guy named Victor Von Doom is another thing. We have no narrative connections or emotional investment in these characters. The Russos are trying to set up 60-plus characters in RDJ as Doom in one film. I think it was a mistake to cast RDJ as Doom. I hope I'm wrong. But this should be a generational villain. Doom needed years of setup for an Avengers film. This is desperate and it's rushed. If Spider-Man Brand New Day makes more money than Doomsday, the MCU has a serious problem. Doomsday will make money, I'm sure of it. I just don't think it can match the expectations of the MCU has now created and put on its fans to entertain them. Let the countdown to Doomsday begin. What do you think? Comment below. Thanks for watching or listening.